not letting it up. Oh, that is sensational. Has he done enough, Foxes? Oh, that is a big spin.
Unbelievable.
This is this could be a good camera angle at the moment. I'm on board with Rob at the moment. We've got the overhead camera in the pit lane.
I'm gonna hop on board tempo, methinks. Is what I'm going to do, because it is very much 5 lights, and away we go under lights at the Singapore Grand Prix in the BFL races out on tempo, getting down the inside, getting the better run on the championship rival. That's a great early move, wants to get that done early doors, as early as he can do, gets that made quite swiftly. Rob, nothing special in the second tower, currently P3 agent as well, I think, jostling for position with somebody. Red Bull, let me get the change of positions open real quick. There we go, yes, up 2 is the McLaren. His agent snacks down to Ultra, I should say, in P6, down 1 as well. But the biggest point in their lap 1 is Temple getting that move made down the inside nice and early, getting the barrel one and the barrel squeeze. King retires, safety car, lap 1.
Safety car. Safety car. Safety car. We called it. We called a potential safety car early doors here at this Singapore GP as Barnamako joined us from Hungary, wishing all of the drivers good luck. Good to have you in here, sir. So Kingy finds himself in trouble on lap 1, retires from the Grand Prix. AJ on those medium tyres. Let's have a quick look and see the winners and the losers in terms of position change. So AJ on hard tyres, he's managed to stay exactly where he is. Del Boy up 2 spots, doing nicely. Agent has made some waves early doors. He's up 2. Snacks is probably the driver that is missed out the most. Qualified P3, finds himself sitting in P5. The front runners starting to pick up the safety car, but an interesting change to note. Tempo has the run on BRT Jacob. Tempo has got past him to be taking the lead in this Singapore GP.
I think AJ might be pulling a blinder, you know.
You reckon?
I do, yeah. Lap 2, right? Set of hard tyres on. Man is now boxed for a set of mediums.
So
I would imagine he'll have a second set of mediums sat there as well, I would assume. So he's got that stop out the way nice and early. The mediums have looked the faster tyre throughout some parts of qualifying. I would imagine naturally so around this circuit, the mediums are going to be good as well. Now has the choice to go mediums to the end of the race if he sees so fit, or to Bonnie set himself a little bit later on if there's a late safety car in the mix. I reckon AJ here, mate, might have pulled a little bit of a blinder just on a good set of tyre that is looking competitive throughout the session thus far. I'm going to keep an eye on that.
He's got out of the way. Look, he's going to have some work to do in terms of overtaking, getting past some cars, and the only way that this really pays off for him is no other safety cars. If it's a straight run to the end, then yes, I think this works out massively in his favour. But look, we know Singapore, the amount of thousands and thousands of laps we have done around this circuit. There's no guarantee that this is going to be the only safety car. It's looking like we're going to get one more lap. We're waiting on Redding just to catch up with the pack, and then it will likely be safety car in. Tempo obviously would take care of things. I'm looking forward to seeing some fireworks.
Absolutely, it was a great lap 1 move from Tempo as well, getting the better drive off the line. Tried to squeeze the defence to Jacob, but did not matter. Got the better run down the inside. Great racing room shown as well from everyone through turn 1, 2 and 3, because Singapore can be dicey. We've all had a turn 1 here where we've been murdered either from the back or just gone into hot at the front, and some calamity has happened. But the guys got through turn 1, turn 2 and 3 there very nicely indeed. So kudos to you all there. Lap 1 of the race.
Cloyne, as we like to say.
Yeah,
nice,
absolutely, mate. Just down inside, nice and easy. No fucking dramas. Don't more, mate.
Well, that's gone now on the YouTube video. That's good. I think you're allowed 1 per video, so...
Nice, there we go.
I give it lap 14, you throw down another F-bomb.
No!
Yeah, 100%.
You gotta have faith. There you go, boom.
Well, that's how DMCA, just to add to it. So yeah, that's all right. Well, that's Putin banning the country in the Russian territories. So goodness gracious. A fun fact as well about the Singapore Grand Prix. Actually, within the layout of the circuit, there is a venue there, which is where they host the concerts and things like that. It's actually the home of the Singapore Cricket Club, for which I have done some Nike kit for. So there you go. Fun facts.
Very nice.
Fun
we
facts.
Are all about the facts tonight.
Safety car is coming in. Vigorous tyre warming happening.
Absolutely that. That was lovely there. There was cars behind just all like synced up, warming up the tyres. I love seeing that stuff. That makes you smile. Every time I see just like certain cars just going left and right, all like all synced up and stuff. It looks absolutely fantastic. Right, so when do you go? I reckon you go
safety
about
in.
now.
I think you're going about now, which I think
he's done. He's absolutely pinned it. Has Tempo in the Sauber. Jacob 4/10 adrift. Rob getting a nice little view here into 1, 2 and 3. AJ in the McLaren making moves lap 1 and 2 before the safety car came out, now wanting to put his name into the mix for a podium and maybe a little bit further above and beyond in that McLaren. Snacks as well, wanted to get that move made on the McLaren in front. I've still got safety car top left of my screen, not too sure if you've got that same little bug still going on, but apparently I'm going to my F1, there's a safety car out, but there it's not. It is green flag racing conditions is what it is around the Marina Bay Ultra. On the back of his teammate, Senna now wanting just to settle in nicely, bed in, get his tyres up to temp after that safety car restart, and then make some moves in the middle part of this Grand Prix. Jacob, though, is on the back of Tempo further up the field in P1 through Sector 2, now into Sector 3, the new and revised Sector 3. Some corners cut away, some overtaking moves can now be made with the new DRS zone, now 4 DRS zones, which I think is joint top of DRS zones of every circuit. I think it's this and Austria. Yes. I could be wrong there, that have 3 or 4. I'll fact check that a little bit later on in the evening is what I will do. But Jacob is in the middle of a Sauber sandwich, very much under threat from being buttered up and toasted in a toasting machine. But Jacob is getting a nice little run on Tempo. Rob getting out of shape in the final few corners, losing out on a couple of tenths, but DRS now enabled. Now is your
Mason had a look
to get a move made on the front runners.
It's getting it's getting spicy.
Jostling and changing. Massa Mason and Sterling there changing positions as you mentioned. I think you've hopped off, James, there as the move got made between Sterling and Master Mason. Oh, and there's a McLaren and a Red Bull on the retop scrap though. Oh, that was wheel to wheel. Still wheel to wheel. Now on the outside wants to go in to get a little bit of a squeeze on from the Red Bull, but now gets to run the bare traction down the corner, gets that position back from Snacks there. Great racing from these two juggernauts of our racing league seen the Red Bull now volleying through Ultra, probably got a sniffle on, some tissue up the nose, water running down his face in P6, not feeling great, but he's looking great. Oh, I thought he was about to send it on his teammate, goodness me.
Well, I think he is. I think Ultra might have backed off a little bit. It looked like he was going to get a bit of the run. I think the fact that Snacks had DRS saved him, but
Jacob is on the back of tempo for the race lead. Oh, he's almost pushing him, very much almost pushing the Sauber in P1. Not wanting to get the move made now, wants to tuck him behind to get the move made either in the, well, not, probably not here with the DRS, but what do I know? Is he going to tuck in? No, he's not. He's going to follow him through 1, 2, and 3, get the move made. Probably in the next DRS zone is where I would maybe pull the trigger. Then try push through the tight and windy parts of Sector 2, get that gap away, try bit the DRS for maybe the 3rd and 4th DRS zone.
This is by a little bit of a gap is starting to open up. We've got two. I think we've got three-way fights happening at the moment.
Jacob comes, yes he does, round the outside of the Sauber. Oh, never mind, he's going to eat too deep. Tempo now fighting back.
Oh, it's on the inside.
Oh, it's brave from Jacob. It's even braver from Tempo.
Oh, not there, Rob. Oh, not there.
Oh my God, Sauber down the inside now. Jacob is fighting off 2 Saubers. Goodness me, it's 1v2 and the one is almost winning here and there. Jacob is fighting off 2 guys that are equally as quick on race to him. Tempo getting the better run out the exit, the move on the outside to hold it down the inside. Racecraft from all 3 drivers. Goodness, that was close.
We're saying there's three-way fights going on at the moment. Oh, damage!
Oh, Rob now losing foot wing.
Too close. He's getting too close. He's got to wait. He's got to be patient for his time. A little bit of inexperience maybe showing there. Just try and be a little bit too eager and wait for his opportunity to come. You just have to stay with it. Maybe get a little bit different when it comes to pit strategy. But you can see here firmly there are 3 three-man battles happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all having an unbelievable fight for every single point in position. Like we said, the Drivers' Championship is extremely tight, not just at the top, but going all the way down to P6, 7, and 8. Every single point counts. And look, we're only going to have one more
the DRS. There
sprint
we go.
weekend.
Squeezes the Red Bull through that gap there. Is it going to be enough?
Wait up!
Holding down the inside. No, he's not giving it up without the fucking scrap. Goodness me, what a very Racecraft on both them there for the tightest parts of Sector 1. That down the inside where it snags on the slight little kink, and there was a little bit of a gap there, and he squeezed it through. He didn't say, not today, my man. Went bad down the inside, got a little bit of a squeeze to Snacks on the outside of the circuit, but there's not much room there to give regardless. Then get the position back up once again. These 2 jostling for position.
Sector 2, who's that that's gone off? Oh, who was that? I think it was her. I think Red Dog had gone a little bit deep in Sector 2. There was some yellows being waved. But, oh my goodness. So, look, things have certainly not quietened down nearer the front. I think Rob is struggling ever so slightly with that wing number. But no doubt he's just opened up his differential. He's still attacking those corners like nobody's business. But look at that gap that is opening up between those top 3 now. It's about 3.8 seconds. You got Agent being hounded by 2 Red Bulls. And this is the other battle as well. You've got Senna 1.3 behind Ultra in the Red Bull, and Sterling is not that far away either. So look, it doesn't matter where you look. Throughout this top 10, there is some really, really good close racing. I think Jacob gets it done.
Bumping and grinding, goodness me, on tempo, flinging it down the inside. Jacob getting the brakes on, just about keeping it out of the wall. Is that Rob? Oh, I thought Rob was about to go around the outside. Thank goodness.
He looked like it. He looked like he was going to have a go.
Wham! 2 guys again just trying to make that move for P1, lap 8 of 31.
Oh, how close is Jacob getting? Goodness Lord, the DRS just doesn't seem to be quite doing the job. Like there's just, it's almost like he's running out of racetrack. He's not getting the same amount of he's not able to get a run. Oh, but hang on a minute. I lie. Oh, he's doing it here. Oh, he's done it. He sent it. He's used the ears. He reclaims P1 with Tempo now going to slot in behind. Oh, he goes really wide as Jacob. Oh, goodness me. A little bit
washed out there on the exit. That I just closed up Tempo a little bit closer than what I thought he might be in the last few corners. AJ now with the first time penalty of the session, I believe, apart from Redding's pit lane infringement. Tempo now should be getting a run after this exit with the DRS, plenty of battery to play with. Also, I can't imagine Tempo wants to wait around for too long behind this Aston Martin's rear diffuser. Never mind. Did not pull the trigger. That's why he might have tried to go down the inside and fling it through, but chose not to. Opting to follow
not there.
Into
but
is it going to be made? Oh, almost. Down the inside, Jacob left his roommate. There was a door there to maybe walk through. Maybe not the place that we're all thinking about making an overtake. But some of these guys think a little bit differently to what me and you race. Apparently, saying we're getting old. These youngers are flying through, and they're getting down the inside of corners that I'm not even pondering. It's what I'm not doing. Goodness me.
It's a fine line between daring and, well, not smart. Hang on a minute, I'm looking a little bit further back. Whilst we know that it's close to the top, we've got Agent 5.8 seconds behind. But look at Snacks, look at Ultra. Now look how close that Senna and Mason have got. It's gone from 3 battles of 3 cars to now the 3 guys at the front, and we've got 4, maybe even 5 cars all separated by, I mean, you're talking 2 seconds between them. Look at them all go here down this straight. This is going to get really interesting because they're all on the same strategy, all starting on mediums, all going to have similar wear.
It's going to be a busy old pit lane.
Yeah. Who's going to do what? We're only a third of the way into this race, so it's probably going to be what? Maybe a lap 12, 13.
On that Red Bull. Oh, he done well to snap that back in, but Ultra now his team are getting the better of Snacks defending hard though against Ultra from behind. He somehow caught up there with the DRS back on the McLaren after almost dropping it on the exit. He's done a great job there to grab that on his wheel. I've been there, done that, worn that t-shirt. I've got fragile wrists, and that really bloody hurts is what it does. But he's done well to grab that. I think Snacks are getting a little bit impatient, wants to get a move on.
He wants to try, doesn't he? He wants to try and get, I think, the thing is like when you get these kind of clusters like this, it becomes a bit of a DRS cluster. I think Red Dog is having, what is Red Dog? Is that Red Dog, I think, having an accident in turn, I'm not sure what turn that is, but at the end of Sector 2, the front runners have got past him. Who's going to break first? Who's going to be the first out of this collection of 5 to make a mistake? Oh, Snacks! Oh, how crucial is that going to be? Oh,
that is going to sting at some point if the second stint of this race is going to be kind of in the same mix of the first stint. That is going to be punishing because there is a plethora of drivers that cannot be separated by a second at the moment. It's crazy racing from the guys up front. Rob is just falling off a little bit too at the front runners.
Yeah, that damage is starting to cost him, isn't it?
But his brother in arms, Tempo, in second place, is not letting Jacob breathe for a moment. Let's look at the battery real quick. How they're both doing kind of similar on the battery front. Oh, Snacks
gets it done. He gets it done. Ooh, steady, Agent. Mind that front wing. Ooh, just be careful. Mind that front wing. Mind your line. Going through some of these corners. There's a slightly tight line through a couple of those corners. It's just allowed Ultra just to get a little bit more of a sniff on his gearbox. You got back markers now. I tell you what, he's pushing. He's pushing for every bit of it, but Snacks is going to have inherited some DRS there on the back of Red Dog. So more trouble for Agent. Half a second the gap. Half a second for Ultra, 7/10 for Senna, and 6/10 for Mason. Sterling a bit further back, 5 seconds. AJ in a little bit of a race of his own at the minute. minute is AJ, pitted early.
Oh, he just come round final corner.
Oh,
lost the rears, had a first time at it trying to grab the mistake, and then has lost the rears, gone right round, baby, right round, pushing the grid now further up for Snacks, Ultra, Senna, and Master Mason, all inheriting a position there from the mistake.
That is not like Agent. That is not like Agent.
Oh, Haas going round well, Senna's not fucking missed it. Two guys that are so smooth on the wheels, so smooth on the roller. Both crashing out, well not crashing out, but both losing the car.
Are the mediums going? Have they had it? 12 laps in? Is this it? Are they starting to hit the cliff?
I've been very surprised. 12 laps in, but there was 3 laps of safety car.
Well, maybe. This is it. This is what's unusual. Have these guys been particularly tough on their tyres?
Ultra, their wise choice there being made from the Red Bull drivers. Ultra getting let by Snacks, holding the 3-second time penalty
as well.
Not much point in holding up the Red Bull behind.
They know what they're doing, these Red Bull boys, aren't they?
They absolutely do. Plenty of experience.
That's it.
In the BFL, that's for certain.
I don't think there is a driver combination with more experience than these two in the Red Bull. As we said, Callum Ultra, the most points out of any driver in the history of the Bluefoxx F1 League, has competed, I think, in every single season, has finished P2 in 3 of them. I think in every full season that he's competed in, it's an extraordinary record. Snacks as well, his teammate, currently sitting P5. He is Season 2 BFL champion. Our champions that we've had so far was Leroy Jenkins, BLT Leroy. He's had a few names over the years, but he won Season 1. Snacks was Season 2. Exotic was Season 3, and then Season 4 was obviously stopped halfway through. And here we are in the 5th season. So we've had 4 seasons, 3 champions. And if this battle between these two at the top of the grid, BRT, Jacob and Tempo, carries on, if one of them lifts the Drivers' Championship, we will have a new champion with fresh bragging rights over the rest, and gonna grab themselves a very, very nice trophy to boot for this year, or I should say for this season. And it will be present in ongoing seasons as well. As I said, there'll be awards for first, second and third in the drivers as well as the constructors. There will be genuine trophies ordered and made specifically for this season. Or was that Jacob coming in?
Jacob boxes.
Ooh,
He absolutely
I think that's a good move.
Early. I think it is as well. Agent, now getting a penalty.
Looking to push. Surely this has got to be hard tyres, right?
I would imagine so.
Can't be, keep things normal.
Indeed,
yeah,
yes.
hard tyres. As expected. Who else have we got coming into the pit lane? Snacks is in as well in the Red Bull. Again, there we go. On go the hard tyres. The straightforward and expected strategy call here. Hitting that halfway mark. Same for Agent as well. He'll be looking to work his way up the grid. I think Rob has already pitted. He finds himself on hard tyres and a wing change as well. He's done that and got that sorted early. Dragster joins us. Good to see you in L chat. So with these pit stops, there's now a little bit of breathing room. The closest on-fight battle we have here is Mason and Senna. Currently P3 and P4. Both of them still on medium tyres. Who blinks first, or do they both blink at the same time? We're waiting with bated. You think Senna's going? I think yes. I think with the spin, and maybe just the sort of the temperature that he's probably got in those tyres.
I think that's what we may have kind of seen, was there were so many cars there following in such a tight little gap, where maybe just the tyres was just wearing off a little bit faster than what you would normally do in a little bit of cleaner air, and the temps was just cooking, and then we saw 2 guys within 3 corners basically both drop off. Oh, and then Master Mason and Senna both boxing
everyone's in.
At the same time.
Everyone's
we were
in.
both wrong.
Tempo's in, hard tyres on, Ultra's in, hard tyres on, Mason's in. Have a guess what tyres he's on. That's right. It's hard tyres.
There we go.
Rob sets the fastest lap of 32.76 at the moment.
A quick indication that those hard tyres are going to be feeling quite alrighty after a pit stop. So we've got a busy old pit exit is what we've got. Goodness me, there's a small little plethora of cars. Agent
retires.
Around the final
I think
corner,
he retires in the pit. I think he retires
pit lane.
in the pit
That
lane.
was a pit lane. Never mind.
I think it's a pit lane retirement for AJ. AJ? Agent. Let's try that again. I saw a little battle here between Mason and AJ, because obviously AJ has pitted early doors.
Indeed.
Let's bring up that tyre detail so you guys can see it on your screen.
Position. 13 lap old set mediums at the moment. And very much going to just stand his ground until he feels the need to get in. Absolutely.
But at what point do you probably? I mean, it kind of makes sense to do it. Well, I think maybe you try and hold up Mason and Senna as much as possible. But the problem is you're going to run out of laps to try and then make up that gap. You're going to need to be going a second or so faster. And in all fairness, Mason has got a little bit of a run on him here. 29.4 for Jacob. Goodness me.
Absolutely flying is Jacob at the moment, currently on the back of Tempo again. Up in P1. I think this battle is going to go on for a little bit at least, while these two hard tyres are bending in. It's just a question of how long does Jacob want to wait, and the answer is not long. He does not want to wait around for anybody. Getting that move made long before the braking zone. Nibbles at the apex gets that move made into P1, goes Aston Martin of BRT. Jacob, Tempo 2.5 tenths of drift, 1.5 tenths of drift now through the next few corners. This place is not a move to make it, but I don't think Tempo cares. Oh, he was having a sniff, and he can't tell me otherwise. That was otherwise. Goodness me.
That is what we in the biz call a sniff. A definite sniff. It was.
No, AJ's gone round. No.
Oh no.
Caught the back end of that. I think some front wing damage as well. Yes, it is. I think it's both in place or.
No, I think it's it's the
Ferrari going off.
What's happened with the Ferrari?
Just completely forgetting where he was driving, I think. Not too sure what's gone on there.
I'm not sure what he's
with the Ferrari. Well, at the moment, the closest battle on circuit is it Redding and Red Dog? It is Redding and Red Dog is what it is. These two guys are currently 2.5 tenths of drift. One in the Alpine, one in the McLaren. Redding currently carrying a pit lane infringement penalty, I do believe. So Red Dog looking to maybe get in front here and get some pointer-roonies in the BFL.
Well, this is it with Agent retiring. You've got Kingy retiring. Points are up for grabs. Oh, Red Dog with a huge lock-up into turn one has unfortunately put an end to that gap now. 2 seconds. It's all calmed down a little bit after that first run of pit stops. But Tempo and Jacob stay electric. As always, AJ into the pit. Surely it's another set of mediums. It is. He's going to have to do 14 laps on those bad boys. He's going to have a gap of about 14 seconds to Sterling. So what he's got left, a nice second a lap, he's going to need to mount on Sterling. I'm backing him. And then I've just realised he's got time penalties, and it's now changed to 28 seconds. If you do that, AJ, I'll give you the world championship. How about that? That's that. Not that I am doubting you, but 30 seconds worth of gap, and then a time belt. That is in 14 laps. That is going to be tough. Now, where are the time penalties going to be? Where it's going to matter the most? Let's have a look actually at the time penalties that are out there. Redding's got the most on 10.
Safety car.
Safety car. Full course safety car. Where? Who? Why? What? When?
I think I saw a yellow flag in sector. I think Delboy has hit the wall. And lost an entire front wing. Yes, he has. Entire front wing.
And it's called out the safety car.
And it's called out the safety car.
Oh, AJI, take it all back. No, he's got 0 front wing, is Delboy.
The utmost of no wing.
So, but what I mean, what do you do now? If you've got new mediums, would you box? I mean, it's probably a bit too fresh, really. It's probably not worth it, is it?
18 out of 31, 3 more laps of safety car, probably.
Negative wang.
I think Eddie has seeming like a very good race tyre this far, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think you can, on the hard tyres, you can push like enough. You know what I mean? There's enough grip there so that it feels good. It just takes a bit of time just to get the temperature up and moving into them. That's all it is. Just that little bit of time. Flecky joins us. Evening, chaps. How are we doing? Hard's the best tyre for sure, says Agent. So, yeah, clearly it was definitely it's been the one that's been feeling the greatest.
I'm curious to whether like Snacks kind of fancies a random gander.
Like maybe doing something a little bit.
Oh, never mind, going around again. Doesn't matter.
A bit weird. Yeah, like kind of doing something a bit.
And just to kind of tap with the tank,
a bit different.
Just see if you can fly through the field. I mean, Robert's boxed. It's a bit like he goes for a new set of hard tyres.
Okay.
He wants the utmost of new, fresh rubber.
So he is going to, yeah, he's going to be able to absolutely just throw that car around like nobody's business.
Being Master Mason as well coming into the pit lane for a set of mediums. There we go.
Ooh.
Sterling and Master Mason on a brand new set of medium tyres. P7 and P8. That would be a nice little battle to watch upon the safety car restart. So P1 to P5 all on a used set of hard tyres, and then the rest of the field, barring Red Dog, on basically a set of new rubber. Elboy on a new set of soft tyres, Reading on a set of 1 lap old mediums, and Red Dog currently sat P10, looking to get some points in the BFL on a set of 9 lap old hard tyres. Should be a fun little race set, to be honest with you. I'm curious to see how quickly Master Mason Sterling can kind of push through the field on that fresh set of medium tyres, because naturally for the first one or two laps on the safety car restart, they're going to be a little bit quicker than the hard tyres, and then the hard tyres will get back up to temperature, and then they'll get that little bit of a runaway.
It's getting it done early though. That's the thing, because the tyres will kind of start to even out, and there's not a huge amount of overtaking opportunities, so they could just sort of cement their position. Flecky would have gone on hard tyres at this point. The only thing is, though, Flecky, you'd have also done 3 stints on the softs.
Yeah,
probably
soft, intermediates, hards.
Historically known for the craziest tyre strats in Formula 1 history.
Yeah,
that man.
Complete dry conditions goes wet to soft.
Dry conditions. I think intermediates look good. Sorry. yeah, no, they look good. No, because I'm in the Sauber and my car's green. The intermediate, like, they're green. So that's what I mean by it looks good. Yeah. He has won here before. That's it. Flecky has won a Bluefoxx F1 League, a Singapore Grand Prix. So
that was when
he's able to speak.
Binned it, wasn't it?
It was where he also binned it in qualifying.
In qualifying as well. Yeah. Oh no, that come full circle.
It came back to haunt him.
Yeah. So coming back to you.
It really, really did for Mr. Ultra. But that being said, he's sitting pretty at the moment. He's in P4. Snacks is ahead of him, but obviously has a time penalty. So, are they going to do the same again? Are they going to look to do a bit of a swap somewhere and let Ultra kind of push towards front? From a team point of view, I guess it doesn't make a huge amount of difference. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, let him have a run, isn't it? Let him have a run.
Exactly.
And kind of have some fun.
Anything can happen with these two guys in P1 and P2, because it very much looks like neither of them want to give an inch
It's Rob
as far as where they want him to battle.
Because he's on hard tyres, so same compound, but they're going to be 5 laps. How big a difference are the 5 laps going to make? That's the bit that intrigues me.
I reckon we shall see once he sets the fastest lap of the race, if we can get a little gauge on where the fastest lap is currently set, which is what are we looking at the moment for the fastest lap of the race. How does one find the first lap?
It's a
there it is. It's 129.3337. Right, so we'll keep that in mind. Let's see what kind of stamp Rob can put in if he gets some clean and a little bit of DRS maybe.
After the safety car coming in? I don't think it is. I don't think it's been called yet,
has it? One more run around.
I think it's going to be one more.
Coming through sector 3.
Yeah, it's really letting everyone properly catch up. Delboy's gone on to softs. Go on, Delboy, grab that fastest lap. Things you'd love to see.
Be the Danny Vic.
Am I a bit chilly? I'm a bit unwell. So I'm kind of wrapped up, just trying to stay a bit warm and comfortable, and then pretty much when this race ends, I'm going to go chug a bottle of water and probably go to bed. It's I feel weird. Like, I don't feel like I've got I just sort of feel a bit, I don't know, a bit heady, a bit dizzy, a bit, I don't know, I've been like heaving. It's not been nice. I don't know what the fuck it is. Probably just stress. That's most likely what it is. But so yeah, we're just we're not quite feeling ourselves, and we've gone for comfort over style tonight. So I'm sure you guys don't mind. Yeah, it's all going
should very much be in this lap.
I'd like to think so.
Very much.
I'd be annoyed if it wasn't.
Should be.
Delboy on the softs. That is a cheeky little move. Redding on the mediums. Red Dog. 11 lap old hard tyres.
Whatever you just said there.
Is he going to?
Yes, to it.
Is he going to make them go to the end? That'd be a hell of a stint if Red Dog stays on those.
Well, indeed, maybe to snaffle some points at the end of the race.
There we
go. L safety car in the safety car.
Quite early. Yeah.
Very early.
I've still got a bone to pick with you because I'm still enjoying just going order. Oh no, what's happened with Master Mason here? Oh no, has he had a game crash? Drivers be aware, there is, I think, been a game crash for Master Mason. I know Hansen will look to get him back in. It should AI him and it should kind of ghost him, but just be aware. That is not what you want to see. He's joined, he's back. Hopefully he can regain control of his car soon enough. Jacob pulls the pin.
Getting slippery on restart though. Goodness me, the rears were being
look at Rob. Oh, like Rob's having a go early doors. Oh, Rob on Senna.
Oh, he absolutely is sending it into the second Sauber. We mentioned it earlier.
He is not waiting around.
Prior to the safety car being Never mind, he's down in P9 now. What's happened there to Rob? He was up in...
I don't know what on earth has gone on and happened there.
He went down the inside of one car, and then all of a sudden now he's back down in P9, but getting a movement back on Sterling. This man wants 2 jostles upon one safety car restart. Got the movement on Senna. Then I think even lost out, I had to get the anchors on, giving some cars in front. Drop back down the grid, losing out 4 positions on this.
No, not there!
Oh, that's great. That's not a racing move can make.
That is
again somewhere.
Red Dog's binned. Red Dog, I believe, has been start of sector 2. Oh my goodness me! Wow, that was
absolutely no idea what's happened there.
That was quite the push from Rob on AJ. Woo. Luckily, I don't think it's done any damage to either of them. But that was a move and a place that you wince at. Put it that way. That was many better places on circuit to be making moves. Yes, as I think that is all AJ needs to say in the chat there. Not impressed with that. Safety car out again then. No doubt, I don't think we're going to see any changes here. So hopefully it's just going to be a couple of very short... I don't know. Is it worth doing something correct? Oh my goodness me, hang on. Snacks and Jacob come in. Oh, Snacks is going to serve his time penalty as well. Hang on, Jacob had wing damage. Jacob's got to have a wing change. Goes on to mediums. Drama then at the front of the pack. Jacob's going to be dropping back down to P9. Ooh la la. So something has happened which we didn't get to see. There was so much happening a bit further back with Rob. We didn't get the opportunity to see what happened a bit nearer the front, but clearly a little bit of a backup and of wing damage. But our championship leader now finds himself in P9 with Tempo at the top. Is Tempo got any damage? I think.
And Ultra here, maybe having a chance to get some Singapore redemption.
Wow.
Don't want to call it too soon.
But he might make up for it. I mean, a podium finish would be rather delightful here for Ultra. It'll do. Minister of Defence, I think, is in order. Well, Senna up in P3. How good is Mason going to be feeling right now, by the way? On 4-lap old medium tyres, this safety car is only going to help the lifespan.
No, exactly, mate.
He could be doing... This could get... This could get good. This could get spicy. Okay.
Safety car will probably come in about lap 25, I would imagine, unless.
I think they'll catch up this lap. I think it might be in on 24. I think they'll catch up enough. So you're gonna have
Jacob
25,
got some time
26,
here to get through the pack, and how patient can he be to get through the pack? It's all good, man, that you're quick enough to get by the cars in front, which is no disrespect. He's doing it correctly, doing it in the right way, and racing every driver with the same respect, up and down the field, fundamentally. So and let's be completely honest here, he's not exactly getting past some slouches in front. Snacks is very much capable quick enough, so is AJ, so is Rob, so is James, Senna, Ultra and Tempo. He's got a mountain to climb here and some very talented drivers to get through if he wants to maximise his points tally from this Singapore Grand Prix. We've not many points to play with going into the final few races of the season. I mentioned it earlier, and I'll mention it next Wednesday. Singapore and Baku, 2 circuits where you can just drop points. You can just drop points so easy because they're so punishing. A little bit of wing damage and end play are so punishing around those 2 circuits. Round here, round back, because that front end downforce is so pinnacle to your car's performance. And now we see Jacob criticizing PA, going to be in a little bit of a limbo, having to get a rush along, but has to do it in the right ways. Snacks ain't going to make it easy for him. Neither is AJ, and I would imagine Robbie's not going to let Jacob get by at all. So this should be a nice little juicy old finish to the Singapore Grand Prix. I'm excited. I'm ready for this.
And here's the thing: it's not just the drivers and the caliber and the ability ahead of him. It's the circuit itself. There's not. With the DRS zones that there are, with the fact that it's a safety car and you're probably going to have a little bit of a DRS train as well, it's not like there's going to be enormous opportunity to do so. Like he's going to have to basically get a fantastic exit, almost slightly rely on a couple of the drivers maybe not full throttle at quite the same rate, and just be able to get side by. He's going to have to be clever about it. There's no other way to put it. He's got to be smart. He's got to be clever. We know he's capable. He is
I'm
more
on board.
than capable.
Is what I am. I'm going to watch this six-car restart from the Red Bull in P2. I would love to see some redemption arc here from Ultra, given how way crashed in qualifying, the history of the BFL that he had, and the battle that he had with Flecky, which is still one of my favourite battles to watch from the BFL station. It was a great old little scrapperoonie on a game that worked fundamentally as a racing game. So where the tempo now goes upon the exit of the final corner. That's quite a smart little place to go, really. Leave the guys wondering further back in the get a little bit of a lock up though into one, get the car all kind of sideways. So now going to be getting a better run out of the turn 3 exit. Never mind, notice the Ultra got the traction down very well after recovering the car, recovering some stability in the middle of the corner, locking up the Razor into one, I think he was. Mate, Rob has got an almighty run though on Master Mason in the Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, not there!
A little bit of contact, getting a little bit of a squeeze on the Mercedes-Benz. Oh, fair. Whoa, I think.
My lord.
Oh, goodness me. It was crazy and price, but I think that's as hard as you can get, I think. Is what I think that is as hard as you can race. I think we've all had that little battle where a little bit of an elbow wow isn't too bad, and we all watch it on TV and we all love it when it happens.
Rubbing is racing, as they say, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh, there you go.
The contact from Rob and Senna though, so they're getting a little bit slow on the exit. Rob getting a massive rotation into the hairpin, now getting a run on the house. Around the outside he goes, the Red Bull now getting involved. Snacks getting a sniff on the back of the house. MoneyGram, the sponsor on the back of the house's rear wing, getting blitzed now by battery being dumped from the Red Bull around the outside. Senna not giving it up, some kind of penalty. Jacob though.
Oh, Senna is just
on Senna having an outlandish time, getting beaten on every apex, every exit of every corner thus far on this safety car restart. Jacob hurling by, making the most of the opportunity in front of him. Snacks as well, getting through with that time penalty. Rob Gunn is at P3, ready with another penalty. Tempo looking comfortable in P1. Ultra now just tucking him behind, wanting to bring the car home in P2. But I don't think Rob's going to get Ultra much choice here to maintain P2 on lap 26 of 31. I think DRS is enabled next lap, I think.
Yeah,
or it's already enabled.
I think it might. Oh, something's happened with Jacob. I think maybe a desync for Jacob, which is not what he is going to want. I'm sure we'll be able to get him back in and moving in the race very quickly. Mason with time penalties, Senna with time penalties, Snacks with time penalties as well. So Rob has made all of the moves. And it looks like he's going to make another one on Callum Ultra here. Is this
moves is what he's doing. That contact made on the front left on the Red Bull. Snacks and Ultra though looking to maybe pounce on the back of Rob here. Again, as Ultra will take that laying down, not getting the run into the apex, getting that move made under braking can be quite key to get the better run on this first DRS. If you can nab the DRS on the DRS line and get that move made, you're kind of laughing a little bit to extend your lead on the car behind into 1, 2, and 3. Snacks are looking racy, look a little bit impatient on his teammate here.
Wanted to get the better run on the out.
It looked like he was pondering. Wanted to get the cutback maybe through 3 into 4. DRS now enabled for the Red Bulls. Both cars getting the DRS. No, they're not. Never mind, I'm lying to you. Snacks going down the inside.
Yes,
no team orders here. Snacks looking like a faster Red Bull. Ultra very much noticing that. Not much point in fighting him off. If he's looking racing, looking like to get that job done. That move made for the Sauber in front. Let him fly away. Let's see what happens. Now just to try and follow him through. Let him pull you along. Pause. Let him pull you along and get the DRS with him and get that move made maybe as a little two-piece on the Sauber in P2. Let's see what happens here. But Senna almost as well on Master Mason. P5, P6 had a little old scrapperoonie down in the midfield. Sterling almost as well at 1 second. Dredge slowly closing up the ball. These two cars have a little scrapperoonie.
Love that camera angle that we were on board with Sterling in P7. Now a few seconds behind him is BRT Jacob, who has thankfully rejoined. He is now back in control of his car, and he will get 4 full laps to grasp as many points as he can. But as unfortunate the circumstance is, obviously there's not a lot that we can do about it, and an unlucky victim of circumstance. But It's going to make things spicy for the old drivers. It's one of the elements of the BFL that we don't talk about. We talk about weather, we talk about tyre strategy, we talk about a whole bunch of different things from setups to all that sort of stuff. Wi-Fi is not not an element that we talk about too much, as Del Boy is running very wide here in his fight with
Redding. Senna, goodness me, Senna couldn't make his mind up what to go down the inside or around the outside. Could not make his mind up, kind of looked to go down the inside, flung it onto the outside, looked like it was a little bit too hot for comfort, got on the brakes, tucked in behind the Mercedes-Benz. I think they're both carrying 3 seconds, I believe. Yes, they are.
Yes,
so this at the moment is battle for position and points, as you just valiantly said so.
Sorry.
Sterling as well, 1.9 seconds adrift, still in contention to maybe take it away from both cars if he can get a little bit of a scoot on. Absolutely, Jacob, though, on the back of Sterling, speak of the devil, back into the lobby now after an unfortunate DC, which, as Agent mentioned in chat, we did not think about Wi-Fi being a contender for the drivers nor the constructors this BFL season. Unfortunately, the powers that are not in our control is just not in our control. The servers are crap. The game is run like an absolute just... I mean,
it's not been a problem, has it? What's nice, it's not been a problem.
So far, so good. This season, we've not had many DCs, but tonight it's been a little bit hindered with some guys getting G'd out the lobby. But as you said, it's going to make the battle for the title a little bit spicier in the last stages of this season. The Del Boy retires from the session. Yes, he does.
I think he's
yellow flag in. Yeah, he's absolutely fine. I think he is. So Senna and Master Mason still wanting to lock on. 2.5 tenths adrift on the back of the Mercedes-Benz. Not quite close enough to get that movement. Hang on, wait a minute. Shut the front door. Get up the field, Bluefoxx. Snacks and Robbers chopped and changed positions. How have I not noticed that go down? Snacks currently sat P2 on a set of mediums.
Clearly something's happened here, because the gap was about 2.3 seconds between Tempo and Rob. Rob was starting to catch. So whether Snacks has had an almighty run, and whether Tempo has maybe had a little bit of a wobble, but he's now in the mirrors. Obviously, Snacks does have a time penalty here, and I'd like to imagine that there's not necessarily team orders, but a little bit of sensible thinking when it comes to the title fight between the two kick Saubers. But well, I don't know, it's going to make things spicy, particularly I think for P2. Ultra needs to get on the back of it, because at the moment it's looking like his teammate in Snacks, even with that time penalty, will nick the final podium spot. We'll look on that as we get near the end.
Jacob is absolutely flying. He's looking like a different class of cars racing. What's in that Aston Martin? What's in that setup? Goodness me, it's been powered by nuclear fucking fusion. That's incredible how much time he came through that part of the circuit. There's something DRS enabled. Yeet! There it went down the inside. The overspeed for that final corner, but that setup he is running, mate, is absolutely crazy. That is planted. I've never seen a car so planted around this circuit before. A perfect combination of a driver with the talent to control it and a setup that will enable you to push that car's limits. Oh no, dude. I think the
same has happened for Mason. He's got time penalties, but at the moment he's got enough of a gap to Sterling behind so that it won't matter too much. Senna is ahead. I don't think Jacob is going to have the opportunity to close that gap to Callum Ultra ahead of him. So it's going to be a P5 finish for him. What that's going to mean for the Drivers' Championship is going to be very, very good as we head into Baku next week. How close is this between Snacks and Evo here? 0.7. I mean, Evo just needs to chill there. He knows with that time penalty.
Indeed, but a couple of corners here, man, where he's had to get on
just
the brakes.
Don't want to get it wrong.
Avoid going off track limits, and we don't know how many warnings the drivers get throughout the session.
That's true.
And we only just see the penalty flash into our eyeballs after it happened, and there's a couple of times where he's getting a little bit close, hot on the brakes. Never mind, I don't think it's gonna matter. Oh, he just drove into the back of him, jumped left and right, and you chose neither. He drove into the back of the Red Bull. Goodness gracious me! there's a racing move there, and then he's just not knowing what to do. And David headlights, you could say.
Doesn't
Got
need
the
to.
overspeed, got the
Doesn't need
DRS,
to.
just tuck him tight, exactly, just tuck
Really,
him tight
just needs
now.
to chill.
Follow the Red Bull through, keep it in track limits, you're going to get a net P2 by proxy, because he's got a 3-second time penalty. Let your teammate run away, you tuck him behind, let's not get silly with this, because at this moment in time, a 3-second time penalty, that's it, boom, P2's gone, and 0 to 6.5 seconds adrift. So right now, just tuck him behind and just settle down.
Yeah, it's
so you got to do.
It's living on the edge when he really doesn't need to. He's putting him under all kinds of pressure here. Thankfully, he's. I thought he was really going to go for it there. That being said, flawless tempo round the final corner, takes the win. Snacks crosses it in P2, but with the time penalty, he finds himself further back. Round comes Ultra Jacob. What a comeback in P5. Actually is now going to be classed as a DNF. That's not your smartest play there, is it, Jacob? Dear oh dear oh dear. Because technically speaking, that should count. That should technically count. Which is less than it. AJ is currently P8 and is moving around. I think AJ is going slowly, letting Mason's AI go back, because I think under AI it pitted him. So AJ is letting the AI pass so that Mason takes his spot. Ooh la la. And breathe. Driver of the day
me.
goes to nothing special for some overtakes. Very spirited overtakes.
That third stint was chopping and changing. The gaps was nigh on inseparable.